This season is our 4th season. It's very exciting. We have 6 shows for the first time. We have 6 shows. We did 3 shows in our first season, 4 in our second season, 5 in our third, and now we're up to 6. I don't know that we can get much past 6 because the calendar is prohibitive, but we're excited, and we're starting the season off with a very touching memorial show, a tribute to 9/11. We wanted to find some way to celebrate the anniversary of that event. Maybe celebrate's not quite the right word, but to commemorate the anniversary of that event. And this is a lovely little piece based on a true story about a fire captain who lost 8 men in the tower collapse and has to write eulogies for them and has no idea how to do that. And so he is connected with an editor, a journalist who has been desperately trying to find some way to help. We're going to be honoring first responders by donating all of the proceeds from our opening night to Horry County Firefighter Relief Fund, which we're very excited about partnering with them on this. And we think it's important not only to remember this day on its 10th anniversary, but also to remember that there are first responders out there, policemen, firefighters, EMTs. They're out there every day putting their lives on the line for us. And it's not often as in dramatic or grand a fashion as the events of 9/11, obviously, but they're doing it all the time, and we have a tendency to forget and take that for granted. So we wanted to find a way to recognize them. So we're getting off to a great start with this season. The second show of the season is a great comedy called Boeing Boeing. It was written in the 60s. It was actually made into a film starring Tony Curtis. It was recently revived on Broadway, very successfully, winning Tony Awards. And so we're gonna follow the drama of the guys with a rollicking, door-slamming farce of Boeing Boeing. A gentleman who is a very successful architect has 3 fiancées, all of whom are flight attendants on different schedules. And we join this story when, for some unforeseen reason, the 3 flight attendants actually all end up in Paris at the same time, and things go awry there. So that should be a lot of fun. And we're going to follow that up with A Christmas Story, which is something that many of you probably know about. It's a story about Ralphie, a 9-year-old boy growing up in the Midwest, 1938, and he is on a quest to get a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas. And everybody, all of the adults in his life always tell him, you'll shoot your eye out, you'll shoot your eye out. And he's determined to get this gun. You've probably seen the film. Well, it's a stage version of that film. And so we're really excited about doing that. It'll be the first time we've been able to put children on the stage in one of our shows. There will be actually 7 of the 11 cast members will be children. We're hoping that this will become a perennial favorite for the area, that we can remount A Christmas Story again and again and have people come back and see it over and over and over. Then we're going to follow that with something that's very exciting, a brand new musical called Bigfoot and Other Lost Souls. We're going to be doing a workshop production of this musical in conjunction with Coastal Carolina University's professional theater training program. They began to develop and workshop it in their Maymester this year, 2011. And the composer and lyricist is Mark Holman, who won Tony Awards for the music and lyrics for Urinetown. And so he's partnered with Adrian Royce, who wrote the book and the story of Bigfoot and Other Lost Souls, and they are using our students at Coastal Carolina University and our company members here at Atlantic Stage to continue to develop this work in preparation for its world premiere at the Perseverance Theater in Alaska later on in 2012. So we're very excited about being a part of that process and getting our feet wet into the development of new work, which is one of the pillars of our mission and always has been. So this is our first real opportunity to do that. We're going to follow that up with a classic by Neil Simon, Lost in Yonkers, which is pretty simply a coming-of-age story. It's a coming-of-age story for a lot of people of a lot of different ages. The grandmother character, who is going to be played by Sandy Shackelford, one of our company members, she has a sort of coming-of-age and grows and learns something about herself and her relationships with other people in that piece. Her daughter Bella comes of age. Her grandsons come of age in that piece as they're left there to live through the summer in Yonkers with their grandmother because their father goes off to work for them across the country. And so it's really a coming-of-age story, but on a lot of different, it spans 3 generations. A classic story by Neil Simon, Pulitzer Prize winner, so we're really excited to have Simon's work on our stage for the first time as well. And then we're going to close out our season with a play called Sylvia, which is a fun comedy by A.R. Gurney about a man and woman in middle age. They are suffering from empty nest syndrome. Their children have all gone off to college. His career is on a downturn, and hers is on an upswing, and he goes to the park and finds this stray dog named Sylvia, and he brings her home, and she quickly begins to insinuate herself into the relationship and come between husband and wife. And what's unique about this play is that the dog's not played by a dog. The dog is played by a human. So there's a human actress playing the role of Sylvia, and it's a story about how the love of a companion like that can interfere with a relationship like a marriage, but ultimately it's a comedy, so everything comes out in the end. So we're really excited about the number of shows we're doing this season, the variety of shows that we have to offer the area, and we're very optimistic about great success this season in Season 4. So we hope that you'll come join us and soar into Season 4 with us.